What if I told you there's a way to reclaim hours, even days, of your precious time every single month, all while making your business finances run smoother than ever before? Sounds like a dream, right? Especially if you're a small business owner, a freelancer, or anyone who's ever felt buried under a mountain of administrative tasks. You know the drill: invoicing, payroll, categorizing transactions, reconciling accounts. It's the endless financial to-do list that eats away at your evenings and weekends, often pulling you away from the very work you love and the growth you're trying to achieve. For years, that was my reality. I'm your name, and I run your business type/name, e.g., a digital marketing agency, a freelance design studio, a small e-commerce brand. When I first started out, I was wearing every single hat imaginable. I was the creative director, the client manager, the marketing guru, and, perhaps most dreaded of all, the chief financial officer. My CFO duties primarily consisted of a frantic scramble every few days to make sure I knew what was coming in and going out, followed by an even more frantic scramble at the end of the month to prepare everything for my accountant. I used spreadsheets, I used various online tools, I even tried a dedicated accounting software, but nothing truly clicked. The core problem wasn't the tools themselves, it was the sheer amount of manual input and oversight required. I was spending an average of 10 to 15 hours a month just on financial admin. 10 to 15 hours. That's almost 2 full workdays that I could have been spending on client projects, developing new services, or, dare I say it, enjoying some actual free time. I remember one particularly painful month. I had just landed a big new client, and I was ecstatic. But that excitement quickly turned into a suffocating feeling when I realized how much financial housekeeping needed to happen before I could even properly onboard them. There were new vendor payments to set up, recurring invoices to adjust, and a whole new set of project expenses to track. I ended up pulling an all-nighter just to get caught up, and frankly, I was exhausted and resentful. That's when I knew something had to change. I started actively looking for a solution that wasn't just another tool, but a system that could genuinely alleviate this burden. I wanted automation. I wanted integration. I wanted peace of mind. And that's when I discovered Relay Bank. Now, before you jump to conclusions, this isn't some sponsored ad, and I'm not here to just shill a product. I'm sharing my genuine experience, one that has fundamentally transformed how I manage my business finances and, more importantly, how I allocate my time. Relay isn't just a bank, it's a banking platform built with small businesses in mind, designed to integrate seamlessly with common business tools and, crucially, to automate a significant chunk of your financial operations. So, how exactly did Relay Bank automation save me so much time? Let's break it down, because the magic is in the details, and it's a combination of several powerful features working together. First and foremost, automated expense categorization and reconciliation. This was a game changer for me. Previously, every transaction, whether it was a coffee with a client or a software subscription, required manual categorization. I'd download statements, open up my accounting software, and meticulously assign each transaction to its correct category. It was tedious, prone to error, and just plain boring. With Relay, when you link your accounting software, and it integrates seamlessly with QuickBooks Online and Xero, which are the two big players, a significant portion of your transactions are automatically categorized based on rules you set up or even based on intelligent recognition. For example, if I pay for my Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, Relay knows it's a software expense. If I get gas for a business trip, it's a travel expense. And here's the kicker, it's not just categorized, it's synced directly to my accounting software. This means when it comes time for reconciliation, a process that used to take me hours, it's often a matter of just reviewing and confirming. What used to be a 2-hour task is now a 15-minute review. Multiply that by 12 months, and you can see the time savings add up dramatically. Next up, automated bill pay and vendor management. This feature alone probably saved me more headaches than anything else. As my business grew, so did the number of vendors I was paying. Web hosting, marketing tools, freelance contractors, utilities, the list seemed endless. Each one required a separate login, a separate payment process, and constant vigilance to avoid missed due dates and late fees. Relay allows you to set up recurring payments for your vendors directly within the platform. You can schedule payments in advance, and the system handles the rest. This means no more frantically logging into different portals, no more missed payments, and no more stressing about whether I paid that invoice for my virtual assistant on time. The system sends me notifications, and I have a clear overview of all upcoming and past payments. This level of automation means I can literally set it and forget it for most of my recurring expenses, freeing up mental bandwidth and reducing the risk of financial penalties. Then there's the brilliance of multiple accounts and sub-accounts for budgeting and profit first. If you're familiar with the profit first methodology, you know the power of allocating your income into different accounts for specific purposes: profit, owner's pay, taxes, operating expenses. Before Relay, trying to implement this with a traditional bank was a nightmare. It involved opening multiple separate bank accounts, which was cumbersome, or trying to manage it all mentally within a single account, which was a recipe for disaster. Relay allows you to create multiple sub-accounts within your main business checking account with incredible ease. I have a sub-account for operating expenses, one for taxes, one for profit, and one for owner's pay. When money comes in, I have a predefined allocation strategy, and I can literally just transfer funds between these internal accounts with a few clicks. Some users even set up automated transfers to these sub-accounts based on income thresholds. This level of internal organization has not only saved me time in mentally juggling funds, but it has also given me an incredibly clear picture of where my money is at all times. It empowers me to make smarter financial decisions because I know exactly how much is available for each specific purpose, without having to do complex calculations or refer back to a spreadsheet. And let's not forget the seamless integration with payroll providers. While Relay doesn't handle payroll directly, its integration capabilities are fantastic. If you use a payroll service like Gusto or QuickBooks Payroll, Relay's connectivity makes the process of paying your team incredibly smooth. Funds are easily transferred, and the reconciliation process is simplified because the transactions flow directly into your accounting software. For a small business with even one employee, this reduces the time spent on payroll-related banking tasks significantly. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.